400. That is the number of people that are anticipated to illegally cross the Quebec-US border into Canada every day in the summer months. So if we conservatively call summer in Canada June through September, that's about 48,000 people. That is crazy, especially when you think about the fact that most of these people are illegally crossing the border to claim asylum in Canada after illegally crossing the border from the United States. Many of these people are going to have and place burden on our social programs. They are going to require housing. They're going to require social assistance. And, you know, look, Canada has a very generous asylum system to protect the world's most vulnerable. But Justin Trudeau's failure, Justin Trudeau's hashtag welcome to Canada tweet, and inability to stop this issue is placing a huge strain on provincial social programs, and it's also ensuring that those who are trying to illegally enter Canada are being backlogged. One of my staff in my office brought me the example of a case that we're working on where a woman is trying to be sponsored into the country from Djibouti, and she has an 89-month wait to come into the country legally as a privately sponsored refugee. So today I brought this issue up because it's a very hot issue in the country, 400 people per day. The Quebec government has called the federal Liberal government's response completely unacceptable. I asked the Minister of Immigration what he was going to do to fix this problem. Watch what he had to say.
Sure, that'll fly really well in Quebec today. Government officials project that there could be 400 people who illegally enter from the United States per day this summer, just at the Quebec border alone. They will claim asylum, won't have their claims heard for years, all the while benefiting from government social programs. Canadians expect a fair immigration system. What is happening now is completely unfair, both to Canadian taxpayers and to those seeking to enter Canada while playing by the rules.
Exactly.
Can the minister stop the excuses and just tell how he's going to end this crisis?
Well said, Minister of Immigration.
Speaker, we have invested $173 million to improve the processing of asylum claims in this country. When the time came to vote for that $173 million, the member opposite joined her party and voted against that measure. When the time came to invest in resettling survivors of Daesh, vulnerable women, the most vulnerable refugees in this world, the party opposite voted against that measure. When the time came to invest in CBSA, the party opposite voted against that measure. We will take no lessons from the Conservatives on this issue.
The honourable member for Calgary Nose Hill.
Well, Mr. Speaker, spending tax dollars is not a metric in and of itself. Quebec is demanding millions of dollars to fund the housing, health care, and education of illegal migrants, and Quebec has called the Liberals' response unacceptable. It is not compassionate to tweet hashtag welcome to Canada and turn Canada's asylum system into a joke. His ego and his failure has put Canada's social programs and once sound immigration system in jeopardy. Will the Prime Minister designate the entire Canadian border as a technical official point of entry for the purpose of applying the Safe Third Country Agreement?
Minister of Immigration.
Mr. Speaker, this is the party that cut refugee health care, the people who are most vulnerable in our society. A measure that the Federal Court of Canada called cruel and unusual punishment, Mr. Speaker. We will take no lessons on refugee response. We are working very closely with Quebec. We've issued over 12,000 work permits to Quebec asylum seekers so that we minimize the pressure on provincial services. We have provided an additional $112 million for the settlement and integration of newcomers in Quebec. We will continue to work closely with Quebec, and I look forward to the meeting tonight.
Yeah, I wasn't satisfied with that response either. So the government has known this is a problem for quite some time. They've known this is a problem since the Prime Minister irresponsibly tweeted out hashtag welcome to Canada at the beginning of 2017, and we saw the number of illegal border crossers skyrocket. Look, this is going to be a big problem as we go into the summer months. That's why these numbers are being reported today. You know, the Liberal government is 3 years into its mandate, and the fact that they have no response to this program just shows how irresponsible they are and how that they can't be trusted to maintain a safe, secure, fair, planned, and orderly immigration system. That's not news to you, though. I've got some stuff coming up in the next few weeks in the House of Commons to ensure that the government does table a plan, or at least responds to some of the provincial inquiries in this regard. So keep up your efforts in responding to this issue, because I know many of you care deeply. You want to see a compassionate system, but what's happening at the Quebec-US border is certainly not fair. Working hard for you in Ottawa. Have a great day.